I'm Johnny Lieberman, and you're watching LNP. What does LNP stand for?
Late Night Playset.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been on there. Yeah, good show. You should like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
You trim your beard. You look great. And he did a shave. Everybody looks great. What's up, you guys? Kurt must be here. Beautiful. Hi, what's up, dude? What's up, Gus? Tommy? Hey, how are you? Good. It's good to see you guys. Good morning.
All right, everybody's here. Lots of people here. Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, everybody? Guards Rad. Hi, Guards Rad.
Hi, Guards Rad.
Sorry I didn't call you back today. I've been on back-to-back podcasts and stuff. Not this one. Different than this one. All right. Kill the bubbles. Get me a microphone. Get this camera pointed at the pretty girl, which is better. And we'll widen it out here. Oh, that's interesting. It's a new angle for us. Will on camera 3, nice job. And in the background there, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me go to the super wide. No, you can't. But Taylor Hendrix, who was our guest tonight, brought his own camera. Got a film camera burning over there, or cinema camera. It's digital, but it's like film quality, that kind of deal. Welcome back to everybody else to the Late Night Playset. This is it. My name is Jay Ryan. The girl to my right is Nicole Ryan. We will be your host this evening. Here on Instagram, we've got Rocks Montreal. Guards Rad, like I said. Gavin's poor brain. Oh, sorry, Gavin. And your poor brain. Black Bridge Motors is here. Piedmont, perhaps. T Hendricks 96, which is confusing. There's a different T Hendricks in the house. Riff Raff Crew's here. What's up, Riff Raff Crew? I'm going to try to wave at all you guys. Great to see everybody. Portia Perth is here. McGruffum, like McLovin, but different. Oh, no, McGruff is the crime dog. Take a bite out of crime. That is dating me. I don't think McGruff is around anymore, is he? Hank is here. Hank on camera 5. Allow me to cut to Hank right now. Boom, look at that nice wide. You get everything from the skyline all the way over to the blue door with the Hank on camera 5. Nice job. Thanks, Hank. It is. It's our newest camera. It's an iPhone 11, which I know is not brand new, but it's new to us. Woo! It's a crispy. Nice. Beverly Whedon is here. Hello. All right. Like I said, welcome back. Tonight is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. My name is Jay Ryan, like I mentioned. Nicole Ryan. There's not a huge agenda. I'm exhausted. I've been on back-to-back podcasts today. I was on some other ones that will be out in the future. I'll tell you when we're closer, but I had a lot of fun. especially with a guy named Mike. I'm going to say it's probably Chisholm. Chisholm is probably how it's, I hope, pronounced. But a great guy and a huge Letterman fan, and it was very cool to be on his podcast. Well, I'll tell you about it when we're closer. But we had a great time today. Went about twice as long as we thought we would. It was one of those like Leno did with us.
Right.
Yeah, it was fun. But our guest this evening is Mr. Taylor Hendrix. You all know Taylor from Breakfast Club, of course. He is... you've got time, buddy. Yeah, okay. Just telling everybody who you are and what's coming up. He sprung to his feet, ready to erupt into the studio. I'm just so excited. Taylor is excited. Taylor's here. From Breakfast Club, he makes wonderful films. I know you were part of that Silver Sow video. I know you did some of that stuff. He's definitely worked with our friend Magnus a bunch, and very, very talented individual. He's been here before, and he'll be here again in a few minutes. Until then, I want to tell you about a few things, namely why I'm sitting here so uncomfortable at the desk. Oh, it'll be made more sense in a second. I guess we'll open up the old viewer mail. Is there a button for that still? There it is. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't have the arms or the shoulders for this anymore. Okay. Let me move some stuff out of the way here. Okay. There we go. Well, okay. Zwart's here. Hi, Zwart. We're opening up a box. So, because... Here, gosh darn it. Too much to do. Because we use a lot of bubbles on this show, a bubble manufacturer reached out to us saying, hey, can't help but notice you like bubbles. Have we got some bubbles for you? Whoa. So we now have a sponsorship here from. Give me 1 second to get some of here. Start with some of the smaller stuff. Yeah, perhaps I'll use some of these smaller ones. From. Shoot, this doesn't have the name on it. Yeah, no, it is right. American Bubble Company. It is as simple as I thought it was, but that's not what it says here. Anyway, the American Bubble Company has sent us cases of bubbles. Every guest who comes on the show is going to get bubbles because we have so many bubbles now. There's so many bubbles in this box. All bubble wrap, by the way.
Of course.
No irony lost there. Did we get this one? Make sure that guy's up there.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, I know. Now I'll get the bigger box.
Holy shit.
Oh, boy. Oh, God dang. Here we go. More bubbles. And here is a lovely... A Swedish chef in here. It's Swedish chef night. Okay. Plenty more. I mean, I don't want it. Don't get me started on the bubbles. Bubbles we have. This is getting crazy. Don't mind the bubbles. There's more. Okay. All right. I feel like that's good for now. Now let's see. Yeah, perfect. Let's see what this is. All right. From the Bubble Tree, non-toxic. These are non-toxic, made in the USA. Whoa, this is beautiful. We have a whole package. We've got a whole package from the Bubble Tree. Jay and Nicole wanted to send some samples of the new product line my wife Susie and I developed in the last year. Haven't been to many car shows or events because we've been working on this business around the clock. We basically started a company, bought all the machinery and raw materials, and went to market with no customers, just a plan. Our first 5 months of business has been a great success. Very nice. I like. We just landed Bye Bye Baby, Saks, and sold to over 490 mom and pop stores. Our bubbles are the best in the world. And below we'll give you some information on our company. Bottom line, we wanted you to try them and enjoy them. Goes on and on and on here. All of our products are made in the USA, are sustainable, focus on refill reuse, help eliminate one-time use plastic bottles, designed for a child's hand use, and yield the best bubbles in the world. Our main focus is delivering the highest quality products that are easy to use and meet the demands of today's consumers. Our 30,000 square foot facility is located in Commerce, California, owned and operated by our company. We have all USA-made machines and have an automated manufacturing process that was built from the ground up. Check us out on Instagram, BubbleTree USA. Outstanding. That's from Jeffrey Wasserman, BubbleTree USA. So there you go. Anybody who is a guest on the show now gets bubbles. And give me a minute to. What should we do while I clean up this mess I've made? I've made a. What's that?
Second bubble machine.
Yeah. Well, I think what we'll do is these will now go into that bubble machine. Oh, that's your answer. We should do more bubble, even more bubble. Oh, that's not bad. Stiglit says another bubble machine. Oh, nice. Pay some forward. Hayden loves bubbles. Absolutely, Carissable. Absolutely. All you got to do is get Hayden here to be a guest on the show. No, I'm just kidding. I think what we're going to do is, because obviously this is a lot of bubbles, we're going to take some of these up to Breakfast Club so that people can enjoy them on Friday. And I think we definitely will be giving everybody who comes some bubbles if they want them. And yes, anybody else who wants some bubbles. Carissable, you know it. You were definitely on the list for bubbles. Lee. Hi, Lee Luffridge. St. Clair Insurance, hi friends. Lots of bubble wrap for bubbles. It is true. It is true. Anyway, so that's what's going on with that. It's hard to take me seriously now, but I'll just do this for a second. The Late Show, we talked about this on that podcast that I was just on today, so I'm going to bring it up here, but The Late Show with David Letterman lost a family member the other day, and it was Tony Inky Mendez, who was Dave's cue card guy. He was on air a lot. He was on camera a lot, so people who watched the show knew him and knew who he was. He was very funny. I didn't know him from Letterman. I mean, I did from watching the show, but he actually worked on Saturday Night Live when I was an intern and a PA there, and he was really nice to me. I tell the story about Spike's brother. Tony worked either for or with Spike's brother, Wally Ferriston, and he, I think I'd seen him on Letterman or whatever, so I had that, and so that's what I probably went up to him with. But whatever it was, he ended up taking me over to and showed me the whole area, and he was just very, 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 I heard it, generous and giving to a little kid who was just sucking it all up. And I heard it. I heard all of that, but I was a sponge absorbing it all, and it was really neat. I have fond memories of him that aren't even Letterman related. But he was just a very, it's hard to describe. He was a very loving energy of a man. Like if he saw you were in his, oh, let me tell you this. It was like that kind of a thing, a lot of enthusiasm. So anyway, R.I.P. Tony Mendez. You were a nice guy, and you were nice to this guy when he was a little kid, so I appreciate it. And sorry for all the Late Show staffers. They lost a friend too, so there you go. And for that, let's turn on the old bubbles. With the old bubbles for now. But I think a little send-off for Tony. There you go. And a shout-out to Mike Chisholm. Chisholm is probably how it is. It could be Chisholm. I don't know. Chisholm, probably.
I like that.
All right, now what do I do with this mess here? I really didn't think it through. Did you have to bring every single thing out? Let's see if I can do this in record time. This is like the grocery bagging championship from Letterman in the old days. And that's pretty much how he would do it, too. These all out of here. There we go. Oh, God, that big one is heavy on my shoulder. Woo! It's pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. Don't know what this was, but I threw it out earlier. There we go. Confetti. And we got that, and this can go away, too. Is everybody else okay? I'm sorry for the delay in that. Bobby Bass, what's up? Sleeper, Doug's, Steven, Steve, Soggy. Different than Steven, not Soggy. Ted the Logan, Theo Logan, Ted Theo Logan. Carissable, that's awesome. You're awesome. Carissable, I really hope that you get out here at some point. It'd be really fun to have you here, either in the audience or in the chair. Just saying. Oh, geez. It's Tradecraft Tuesday. It's Talk to You Tuesday. Where's the real... I got confused because the brightest red light that's here happens to be on Taylor's camera. Did I mention Taylor brought his own camera? Filmmakers. And now my camera changer thing doesn't work, so that's all right. I'll cut over to the iPad. Oh, there they are. There's Taylor. There's the Stiglit. What's up, Stiglit?
Do you want me to hide it?
How would... No, not at all. No, oh, my gosh. You take me too seriously.
Behind the scenes view.
What's going on with you? How are you, Stiglit?
Just got back from a race weekend. Race on Saturday, race on Sunday. So quite a busy weekend for me.
I think we talked about it a little bit on Friday before you left. It was a doubleheader, but they were different series. So you were sort of hedging your bets. How did that go?
Saturday did not go well. Practice session, my car broke down, and then the rest of the day just wasn't really on the pace. Sunday was a little better, and then in my heat race, my engine blew up. So having no engine, not good. So started on pole in this D main, was like very bottom class, so I hadn't been there in a while. And,
Is your mic close to you? Because it's barely registering.
nearly won the race, but then there was someone who's usually in the very top 8 final.
It's my fault. It's my fault. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Stand by. There we go. Taylor has one too few guests. There we go. There you go, Stiglit. Now.
Okay, that should be better.
There it is. All right, so Stiglit had a hell of a weekend.
Yeah. Sunday was decent, got a podium, but in a lower class. Whatever, I'll take it.
I'm happy that you did it and you raced both. We talked last week. Can I bring this up real quick? Let me give you this. Sorry, too much stuff going on. There's the red light. Here's the show. These are both hybrids. These are both from the new variety, but they're the last two we have, either Pineapple Express or Biscotti, both from Sticky Vape and our friends at Tradecraft Farms.
Pineapple Express.
Really?
Yep. New
All
me.
right.
Trying new things.
Our friends at Sticky Vape over there across the way, if you see right across the way, they moved into the Arts District. Gorgeous building over there. Really, really nice. Very historic. And if you have any interest in buying some space in that building as well, we have some available. In the meantime, I'm going to open up the Pineapple Express. Excuse me. Chisholm. Could be Chisholm. Very nice guy. I mean, such a nice guy. Sticky.
Thank you.
He's not sticky. Sticky Vape. And then, if I'm not mistaken, except he's not here now, I bet. The guy who does the artwork for all of these pops in here from time to time. We talked to him on the show the other day. He comes up to Breakfast Club too, which is pretty cool. All right, so there's that. All right, we're wrapping through stuff. Taylor, we'll have you in here in a few minutes. Let's see. Hello. Inky. Yeah, sad. Inky. East Coast feed, real quick. All right. This is one from a couple weeks ago. I don't know if we ever got to it or not, so we're doing it again. East Coast feed, Danbury Chive. Roll it how?
East Coast feed time. Look, it's Mom and Dad and Brooke.
Who are you talking to?
Jay, say hi to Jay.
Hey, Jay. My Fair Lady.
We're at My Fair Lady. We're at the movie theater.
Dance all night.
Yes, baby. Yeah, so we're watching My Fair Lady in the movie theater because, this is what we do. Dad's singing and talking to every person. There was only 7 people in the theater. That's how it is nowadays. But hey, we're supporting, local business, right? Right, babe? What, is there a fucking car coming? Nobody's coming. There's the guy all the way over there. Anyway, I didn't die in the street. There's Brooke in the Casman. Loving you guys. East Coast feeding it from the movie theater with Mom and Dad. My Fair Lady. Bye, guys.
We're gonna dance all night. God, I love that guy. Papa Kaz, you are the best. Straight up the best. He's got some voice. That, by the way, you can't tell because he's not in the suit and everything, and he was just coming out of the theater, but that is the Frank Sinatra-ish voice from Echoes of Sinatra. If you've ever seen that show on the East Coast, touring show, big band, really fun. Does the Ridgefield Playhouse sometimes. Really fun.
He's so good.
That's him. Yeah, heck of a voice. He actually sang at, we didn't have a real reception, but we came back and had that dinner at Portofino in Wilton.
Yeah.
And he sang at that.
I remember.
So good. Welcome, Sticky Vape. Now we're neighbors. That's exactly right. St. Clair Insurance. That's exactly right. They're in the build. You have that whole building. That's lovely there. They moved into the artist district next door. You're good. All right, My Fair Lady. Good Vibes Breakfast Club. Let's talk about that real quick before we get our guest in here. Time to do the commercials. Oh boy, commercials! I love commercials. Who doesn't love commercials? Get the Instagram audience in here. Fuji Films X Pro 2 is here. Yogi 1963 COVID Falcon is here. All right. Ron Goodman. Hello, Ron Goodman, all the way from Australia. Great to see you. Hope that you are doing swimmingly well down there. You did some podcasts the other day as well. The Car Connoisseur is here. One Vintage 02. Hello, Dorian. Damien, Dorian, damn it. My girlfriend in front of cars joined. My girlfriend in front of cars. What a great freaking Instagram. That's genius. All right, let me put up the stuff here. Here's your sticker pack, and here's what. Oh, and check this out. Hello, Look at me in my new shirt.
I love that one.
It's not washed yet. I got to wash. It's still a little big and baggy. I wanted to wear it on that other podcast, and then I saw myself in the screen, and I regretted it immediately. But I'm going to wash it, and then hopefully I can wear it to Breakfast Club tomorrow. Also, go to Dual Shift, please, and check out the GVBC merch. All official GVBC merch is available from the Dual Shift. This is the light gray on the 111. There it is. Look at that. It's kind of an optical illusion. It almost works. Not quite. Almost. If you don't like that, how's this? Yeah. Oh, Guards Rad's laughing. Yeah, that's right. Leo says, hey, it's Leo. That's all you ever say, Leo, except sometimes you send me a heart. Actually, sometimes, several times a day, week. Several times a week, anyway. I heart you also, Leo. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now I got to tell you about... Oh, and by the way, here is the... I've been saying for a while, I don't have one of the Breakfast Club hats, but they have them. Here they are. David gave me one the other day to bring here on the show. And this is available on the Dual Shift. And on the back it says... It's not a... we use it as a hashtag, but the obviously respect the crest is good stuff. Don't come up to Breakfast Club if you're not going to respect the crest. Do whatever you want, but that's the unwritten rule. It should be written someplace. All right, Stiglit. Last week, before you left, we talked about your bike riding situation.
Yes.
And then you have since provided me with a clip. Is there any way I could play that on the show now?
Yeah, no, of course.
It's only a couple seconds long. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know? Do you remember last week we talked about Stiglit had a little wipeout?
Oh, right.
For some reason, I was anticipating this wipeout being up in off-road someplace, and it's not. But also, Stiglit told us that his GoPro wasn't running, and it was. So here's the winning stuff right here. Here, let's go to the wide, and then I didn't put it in there, but I did. So hang on, we can do this. We can correct this right here and now. What's it look like, Stiglit? Where is it? How old is it?
It should be 6 seconds long.
I know, but it should also be right here at the top, and it's not.
Well,
I can always
the
hold it
GoPro
up.
said it recorded in 2016, which I'm very confused
Oh, then
by.
that's it. That's the answer. It'll be there. It is. I got 3 of them down at the bottom. Beautiful. All right. So thumbnail selection. I don't care about that. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Line it up here. This is the Stiglit the other day, and I'll turn the Instagram audience over here, and I'll zoom you in real close so you can see. There we go. Got it? Does that work? Yeah, they can see that. Okay. Here we go. Oh, jeez. And your dad's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah. The brake
Your
failure
dad-
does.
He's like, what are you doing? So what were you doing? You said you took your front brake off, right?
Well, okay, so bit of a story. So yes,
Give it to me straight.
The front brake was squeezing on its own. So on the uphills and the flat bits, I decided to disconnect it because otherwise the bike and the dirt would just sink. And we were like on sand
it
and
would
dirt.
bog down.
So disconnected the front brake. Now when we went for the downhill areas, I'm like, okay, I'll reconnect the front brake. Only issue was the front brake got so hot it didn't really work properly. And that was the result.
So you overheated your brakes. So you saw him. You were trying to stop, but it just wasn't stopping.
There was nothing.
All right.
And then launched to the moon there.
Yeah, here, let's see it again. Here, let's play it again. Here we go. Oh, your dad didn't know what hit him.
No.
He didn't even see you coming. You didn't even say, like, hey, Dad, watch out. No, heads up, nothing.
No, we got to do it silent, you know. It's like a torpedo. Straight in.
One more time. Oh, my God. The thing is, you hit him square on the tire.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like those... the balls on the desk, you know, the executive, you know.
Yeah.
You transferred the force into that tire, and then it showed you back off, and he was just like, wow.
Oh, whoa, go really quick now.
Did his bike even move? Did it?
Oh, it went straight forward.
So it did. You transferred the energy.
Yeah, he said he
Kinetic
got
energy.
a little boost from it.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Also bent the rear wheel in the process of that crash.
Oh, you did. So he was wobbly, too.
No, he was fine. My wheel was wobbly.
Wait, you bent your rear wheel?
Yes. Because
So
the bike...
did you come up off the ground and then come back down?
I don't know what... I just went over the front. I know that. And then
I don't know what happened to the bike.
the bike just kind of hit the ground on its own. and then somehow that bent the rear wheel. So now the rear brake was stuck as well.
Oh, jeez.
So riding
I'll
into
never get
town
out of the
was interesting.
sand. Oh man, that is great. I mean, it's great because you guys are both fine, and it didn't ruin the vacation or anything. If that ended up with a trip to the emergency room or something, that would have.
That's on day one.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad your dad's okay too, because you could have taken you both out.
Yeah.
He's got to be older than you, obviously. He's I know that I'm older than you, and I'm fragile. Oh, Stiglit, you are very entertaining. And how about your YouTube channel? Are people watching the Magnus video and stuff?
It's getting a few views for
Good.
sure.
Good.
For sure.
Everybody, please go check out the Stiglit, Stiglette, on YouTube, and go watch his. All his videos are great, really. You did one where you narrated your run around the track a couple weeks ago. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
because
actually,
I feel like I learned something from that, and that's
I just finished editing another one of those yesterday, so that'll be coming sometime next week. And then this week we're going to be launching the Spoken Wheel Show. That's finally back. So we'll have the bloopers for that and a preview. And then the main episode will be coming out as well.
Nice.
So plenty of content.
The show's back with bloopers.
It is.
Stiglitz bloopers and practical jokes. It's good stuff. That was a real TV show back in the day. I don't know. I'm not making fun of you. Hosted by Ed McMahon and Dick Clark. True story. True story. And you know who used to be on it a lot was our buddy Jay Leno. Our buddy Jay Leno. Boy, is that ridiculous to say, not as just a statement. Like he was Dave's buddy, Jay Leno. Now he's really my buddy, Jay Leno. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's get Taylor in here. I've got to tell you real quickly about St. Clair Insurance and some other folks. All right. They say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. St. Clair Insurance has coverage for your toys. I've been saying a lot lately about getting your car valuation. That was my personal recommendation. You don't need to do that in order to check out St. Clair Insurance. That was me just trying to tell you to do your due diligence. You don't have to. You could very easily dial up. Don't do it. CoverageForYourToys.com. And talk to Jeff Sinclair. That's what I highly recommend. He's got a variety of coverages. I guarantee one's good for you. Check him out at CoverageForYourToys.com. CoverageForYourToys.com.
CoverageForYourToys.com.
That's exactly right. Also, our friends at the American Bubble Company. By all means, check them out or stop by for your free bottle of bubbles that are being picked up. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. The Stiglit. Good enough. Good enough. I love when the Stiglit plays along. Also, all right, our friends at Tradecraft Farms and Sticky Vape. Thank you to them. She wouldn't be this good without it, so we are grateful.
Very.
And then, of course, my favorite. This is Jay Ryan from Late Night Playset, reminding you to please like, subscribe, and comment below. This feeds the internet algorithm and eventually us as well. Be a pal and like, subscribe, and comment below. It will be fire. This smoke behind me denotes the fire that it will be when you do such a thing. So thank you for that. The Will Bryson is here. Skip Ploss is here. Hello, Skip. And let me throw the YouTube comments on because I always remember when you tell me to. Boba Tech is here. Hello, Boba. I'm sorry it took me so long to get to you, but it's good to see you. Amateur 911 is here. Skip Ploss, thank you. All right, that's all that good. Done. All this, everything's out of the way, right? We can just get our buddy in here. Okay. Whew, thank you very much. That was a marathon 30 minutes. All right, let's take a quick break. I'm going to tell you, someone's going to tell you some wonderful words about oh so delicious hot sauce. The hot sauce made by bears. And when we return, our friend Taylor Hendrix is going to be in here to tell you a lot of stuff about his new videos and some new, he's got a lot of news. He's got some new ventures that he's doing and whatever. You're going to want to stay tuned. So check it out. Hot Sauce Now, Taylor Hendrix in a few. See ya.
Oh, so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh, so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at ohsodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
What are you driving today? 63 356B. Hey, 111.
What are you driving today?
Here we go. Oh, this is fun, David.
Thumbs up for sure.
This just proves that you don't have to go fast to have fun.
You don't have to go fast. Can you see my smile already?
Okay, I'm impressed.
Don't need to stick it. He's already got it. My car's gonna feel slow as balls after this. I'll tell you that. Pedal down. Yeah, baby. You're the perfect guy for this. You look great in those bubbles. Am I right? I mean, seriously.
They're not
Seriously.
good. They don't taste good.
Well, those are not the American Bubble Company bubbles yet. We have not refilled the machine yet with the new packaging.
When
The
you
new
do,
ones are non-toxic and everything.
I will find them and I will eat them.
All right, let's see if I can. Here we go. Someday she'll learn how to do this, and then I'll be able to. Here we go. What do you think of that? Something like that. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you for having me. Happy to be here.
I'm happy you're here. It's been how long has it been?
You know
Not
what?
that long, right?
It feels like it's coming up on a year. I feel like that's the time frame we're at.
Was it before COVID?
It was like just after. It was like
Just after?
It was like September or October. I don't even remember. It was sometime in the past.
All right. You know me. I can't have a camera guy here and have his shot not look good. So, now you brought your own camera, as I mentioned before, which is rolling right over there. I don't
Yes,
think there's
I
any way for
did.
me to get a shot of that, but oh yeah, actually in the Stiglit's shot you can see it. So what did you bring there? Why did you bring it? What's up? And isn't Stiglit handsome?
Yes, absolutely. I can agree that last part. I think. No comment, right? No, I brought it because we discussed a little idea. Kind of do a different edit, do a little different take on things here, so you can look forward to that.
So this is
condensing it.
You've got a project going here.
It's a See the Pants project, just like any other, So how it
But I mean, this isn't. You didn't just grab. You're not just grabbing some B-roll. You're trying to create something right here.
Yeah, I
I
want
like
to
that.
capture the entirety of our time here, from start to finish, and then put a little bit of analog speed funk on there and see what happens. So I'm gonna put it in the crock pot of funk flavor, and we're gonna see what is distilled out.
I like that. Now let me see if I have this in here. I think I do. Now where did I? Let me see where. I think I have the video that you just made the other day. Do you want to play that?
Sure.
Or I don't want to.
It's not the best one, but yeah, why not?
Well, we don't have to. You want some hot sauce?
Yeah, let me chug that shit.
I think your
put it around
videos are
there.
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love
yeah.
what you do. I love what
I
you do. You
appreciate
put
that.
your little spin on things that we're all
Yeah.
at, and to make look, when we're all at something, all capturing the exact same thing. It's very difficult to be creative and make it seem different.
Yeah.
And you have a unique way of being yourself and doing what you do that then translates into a different kind of product, and I love it.
Thank you. That's entirely my aim. It's just I don't even have. It's like I have to do it. I can't not do it. I have to do it. It's this weird compulsion thing where it's like I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna make this thing, and I don't even know what it's gonna sound like. I don't know what it's gonna look like. It's just gonna happen. So.
Do you build it in your head first? Is there anything there before you?
It kind of comes barreling out. It really just comes
Shotgun ideas?
Yeah, it just comes barreling out. It's like when you're there, Breakfast Club, good vibes. You pull up, you check it out, you see what cars are there. You kind of line it up in your head and just say, all right, here we go. And then you just kind of, it's like you do it a couple of times and you know what kind of angles you're going to do. You know what kind of different shots you're going to have on different cars and stuff, what looks good. And you're like, oh, yeah, I like the back of that car. I'm going to do it like this. And then, once you're in, it just comes flowing kind of. It's that flow state.
And you edit all that together. It's not like one. It's not like the opening of the show when I kind of just walk around and it's all haphazard, just whatever.
No, yeah.
You're creating shots. You've got okay.
Yeah, a little bit like that, you know. So, chop, 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 boop, 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 and there you go.
Is it easy for you at this point? Like, do you have the art down so well?
Yes and no. I feel like there's a lot more to learn. Obviously, there's so much more to learn. You know, rubbing shoulders with some of the more people who are into it, a little bit more serious people now. It's definitely enlightened me to how things should be versus how I was doing it before versus how it could be. You know, so
who do you consider, like, who do you mean when you say that?
Oh, like the homies from the Silver Sal video, like Dylan Mystery from Native 4 and Cameron Thurman, of course.
They're going to be on the show soon. I like those guys.
Yeah.
I met Dylan. I haven't met Cameron yet.
Yeah, he's busy. He's been filming a lot. Like, those guys are...
Dylan's got his thumb up his ass. What the hell was that?
No,
nothing but time.
Last thing I saw from that guy, he's in Croatia drinking wine or something. I'm like, all right, man. Yeah,
Cameron.
Cool. Yeah. No,
Dylan.
Dylan's in like Croatia or something. I'm like, hey, man, all right, do your thing.
Oh,
like,
that's
hook
funny.
up those deals. So he's out there. From my understanding, is like he's out there hunting the deals and stuff, and then he assembles his little crew, and they kind of...
Oh, that makes sense. Is that their partnership?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
A little bit like that, from my understanding.
Yeah. That actually, I mean, that's probably the way to do it, right? You need everybody has their strengths.
Absolutely. So it's like, you know, they want to assemble the best people in the industry that they can find and make it the best kind of object or item, whatever you want to call it, as possible.
I guess we creatives need a Dylan then to get out there and sell the, like artists, like fine artists have agents and dealers who go pitch and sell their work. Is it the same kind of deal?
Yes. So Dylan, he even mentioned on the last set we were, he's like, I don't even like to be here. He's like, I'd rather be hunting deals.
Hilarious. He's a business guy.
Oh yeah.
He came here for a meeting
brain.
once, and he said something similar to that. I got that same sort of tone. I was like, oh, you don't even care about, like, I want to live in the studio. I want to live in the creation. I want to get dirty, all that stuff. And he couldn't have been less interested in that. He's like, I just want to network. I was like, wow.
It's really funny. Yeah, it's really funny because it's like I didn't know what to think of him at first. I'm like, who's this guy? It's like everyone's doing one thing and this guy's over here like doing that. But I was like, no, wait a minute.
But he's very knowledgeable.
This is the guy.
Yeah.
It's not this guy. This is the guy. So he's the brains behind that operation, and he's kind of like the mastermind over in the corner, like running the show, you know. But you know, everybody has their part for it. Like you said, he's the businessman, and then there's the creative side. So what I'm kind of doing is I definitely got schooled on that whole thing. So I'm like, all right, well, there's only one me. I'll have to be a split personality, you know.
Well, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that, and I just
are you able
that.
to do it? Because it's one of those things that sounds like somebody told me once, that wrench guy, why don't you just learn this part? And I was like, I can't answer that question. And there's no offense to you, I can't answer that question other than no. My brain breaks in half trying to even come up with an answer.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get it. It's the only reason I think it's gonna work for me is just because before I got into like making films, I was just doing still photography, so that was my creative outlet. But I was very, very pursuant of becoming an entrepreneur. So I was already in that mindset and that mentality of I need to become an entrepreneur and do entrepreneurial things and learn business that I have absolutely zero idea about. So I really pushed myself into that space while still maintaining a creative outlet. So when it comes down to now, I am the manager and salesman, but I'm also a cinematographer for the same concept and idea. So
I mean, oh God.
Yeah.
You can only work on one floor of the building. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, how are you in all those different places at once?
It's challenging, but it's fun. So far, I haven't really encountered anything I can't tackle, but it's been fun. That's all I know.
Lesson for life, by the way.
So I mean, life's kicked me in the dicks a lot this year. So it's like, please, something work. Just one thing work.
Sorry. You want a cup? I hope everything's okay. You look great. You looked fine last time you were here. I hope life's okay.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, it was actually, I wanted to mention this just because it's like, you know, this is kind of a personable thing, right? This is kind of a friendship thing, right? We're all friends here. Everyone watching the show is probably a friend.
Group hang.
It's like, you know what? That was really a really low point in my life. Last year, I was doing bad. It was just work was way too stressful. I dropped a lot of weight just because I was working crazy hours all the time, just trying to survive. And now I'm in a point where I can step back and I don't have to be as stressed. And that's when the video started getting better. That's when I started learning more. That's when the networking started working out. So, you know, I really had to make some drastic changes to get myself back to where I wanted to be, just in the headspace and everything else, so.
But it sounds almost the opposite. If you were feeling stressed and whatever, somehow you let go of that stress. You didn't conquer whatever things were giving you stress, it sounds like, but you somehow found a way to release that stress. That's huge.
I guess so. I'm not sure. I really don't know what happened. Something happened. I probably missed it, but things are a lot better, man. Yeah, that's all I want to say is that, things are better, and the future's bright. Future's bright no matter what happens. Future's bright. And you know what? It comes down to a personal level, like you're going to make it bright, like no matter what, So nobody can steal my joy.
Amen.
That's it.
But that's a very powerful position that we don't all have all the time. Good for you for being so resolute.
I'm just here, man. Just gotta preach that. Gotta preach that. Like, believe in yourself, man.
Blame yourself?
Believe in yourself.
Oh, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself is huge. Huge.
That's why I love being on the show,
Oh, man. Well, you're good vibes.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, all of that started with you said you haven't come up against anything that you couldn't tackle yet. And I was saying, well, that's a good life lesson because a lot of things can be very overwhelming. And a lot of things can be things that you don't ever even put on your to-do list because they seem impossible or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Everything we're doing here today, the creative work that you put out, this little show we do, the vibes of Breakfast Club, all of that stuff, every single one of those things are individual proofs that you can do anything and everything that you. It's like Back to the Future. You can anything you put your mind to. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to. And it's so true, and we forget that I think on a daily basis. So if you're living in that place right now, I think you're very healthy.
Thank you very much. And yes, I do believe you're 100% right. Like the manifestation of your dream, no matter how big or small it is, like if you can dream it, you can do it. And it's like, think about everything that's happened in the past of history.
Yeah.
Unfathomable things have happened. Things that we couldn't even comprehend today. Just like look at a pyramid. Pyramid.
I've got all sorts of theories about pyramids. They're amazing.
Yeah.
I love pyramids.
Down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. I can go quick.
But there is one in Hollywood, so kind of whatever. I don't know.
Is there?
Well, that like weird Egyptian-looking thing.
Where? I mean, I know the
across
Egyptian
from the Dolby
theater.
Theater. Yeah.
Oh, but it's not a
Over
pyramid,
there.
is it?
I don't know. Close enough.
It's got like the pharaohs and all that.
Yeah,
it's got that
got
whole.
the pharaohs and shit, man. Whatever.
Did you ever see the movie Jim Carrey, Majestic? The Majestic?
No, I have not. I will now, though.
I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
My mom thinks I'm Jim Carrey incarnate. She's like, "Stop making the Jim Carrey face." When I was a kid.
Oh, interesting. Is it? Are you funny? Are you a funny guy? Like I find you funny, but I don't know if you're trying to be funny.
I don't know. I was always the comedian salesman in my childhood, I guess. So
Class clown?
A little bit of that.
Make
a little
the teacher laugh?
Not really. Make teacher
Make
hate me.
other kids laugh?
Yeah.
Okay, make your friends laugh. Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I probably should pursue a career in comedy. I don't know.
No, I'm not trying to write your story.
No,
I was thinking to
people-
myself, if
yeah.
you were into comedy, I put you up there with more of an Andy Kaufman because you're doing your own thing, which is what you need to do in order to be somebody. And I know that sounds strange.
Oh, no, I
but
totally
it
get it.
straight up is fact.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm thinking about, like, what am I going to say in the show? I don't know. We'll just put it out there. It's like, it's like a full-time a full-time job being Taylor. Like, I'm sorry.
That's good.
Like, I'm not trying to sound like a conceited asshole, even though probably a lot of people think I am. I don't care.
But isn't that good? Isn't that what makes a character, which then
Yes.
makes a successful character?
So it's about, for me, being in LA is about being a character. It's like I am the character. If you think about it, it's like your life is really a movie, and you're the main character of that movie. So be a character because it doesn't matter, right? Like you can. I'm not saying you have to be a character. You don't have to be a character.
No.
There's a lot of people who don't want to be characters.
You get to choose, but once you realize your life is that.
But once you realize that you can be a character and that people appreciate you being a character, then you can let that light shine bright and broad for all to see.
So did something? Where did that seesaw tip for you then? Were you ever being your character but not so sure about how people felt about it, and then you let go, and that's how you're thriving now?
Absolutely.
That's what I see too.
100%.
Okay.
100%. So I was working up in Rochester, New York, and I was just bored out of my mind.
Where she's from?
Oh. Yeah.
That happens.
That's what you do there. You get bored out of your mind.
You get bored and drink. Yeah. Then you pronounce the word cat like cat.
Cat.
Like cat.
Okay. So you were bored in Rochester.
Yeah, I was
bored in Rochester. You're on the air.
Bored in Rochester, on the air. All right. come on down. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was like, what can I do different? What can I do different to spice my life up, right? So I ordered some shirts like this off of eBay, and I would buy one a week, and I wouldn't pay more than $15. And then eventually I got up to the point, okay, I need to pay at least $25 to get the one I want.
Oh, I see.
But I would buy one a week, and I would wear a different one every week to work, and everybody pretty much thought I was just a total joke, but I didn't care. And I even got called, you look like the dad at the end of the street the kids shouldn't hang around.
Oh, the neighbor who has to introduce himself to the neighbors.
I'm like, all right, for better or worse, here we go. But
I don't see that. You don't have pervy 70s guy to me. You just have like 70s guy to me. It's not even porn star.
Depends on how much I want to.
Oh, maybe you could probably turn that on if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Did you used to be creepier than you are now?
Well, I got called a porn star by a homeless man on Venice Beach.
Maybe he liked your stuff.
I was walking down Abbott Kinney, and dude's like, hey, that guy looks like a porn star. And everyone's like looking at me, and I'm just
In
like,
what year?
I have no idea, but I was
that
like,
guy's still watching his VHS, obviously.
I'm gonna embrace that one. You know,
you should.
And the other day, it was like this homeless dude was just like, well, I'll be damned if that isn't John Lennon.
Oh, John Lennon's good. Yeah. Oh,
I
that's a good
got
one.
two of
The
those.
mustache and everything too, right now. Well, you could do this. I mean, you don't look like it, but you could do the Sgt. Pepper thing with the hair and the nose and everything.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
we could play that next time. We could do that.
Get the outfit.
Yeah.
Start shopping now. One a week. There was a lot of stuff to that.
Oh man. But
It's
yeah,
like Baroque looking.
Anyway.
So you didn't give a shit in Rochester, so
Yeah, I
you
didn't
somehow
give a
let
shit.
go of things?
I just let go.
Is that right? Because I love it if
Choking on my
so.
own water. Hold on. All right, we're good. Yeah, just pretty much let go. It got to the point where I just couldn't hang in corporate America at that time, and my wife had to go back to Korea because she's from Korea and her green card was up. So, so my best friend was living across the street from me in Henrietta over there. So he moved out.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yep. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Everybody left, and I'm up here sitting on my deck. I'm like, what am I doing, man? What am I doing with my life? So I'm like, all right, let me call up Dude Man. So I called up Dude Man. I was like, hey, you got a spot? And he was like, yep, I got a spot.
From Rochester to L.A.? Dude Man's in L.A.?
Yep. So
how do we know? Do we know Dude Man?
No.
Okay, but you just had a Dude Man in L.A. and you're like, I got to get out of Rochester.
Yep.
I'm dying.
Yep.
Come to L.A.
Yep. He's like, I got a room. Dude,
Whoa,
just like
that's a good friend.
Like the other guy just moved out. Here you go. So that was the start, and from there, it kind of got to the point where it was like, I still had the clothes, but I was like figuring out what I was going to do. Right.
You were doing the clothes thing in Rochester?
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
No.
I can tell you now.
They didn't get it. No, but I
They
got
were
to
like,
tell you,
this guy thinks he still works at Kodak.
It was, yeah. I would walk around the Kodak building. I would walk around it because my work was right there. It was like 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
It was the old Bell building right there.
Oh, that is?
Yeah.
The old telephone building.
Yeah. It was the old Pacific
Those
Bell,
are the two
whatever.
old ornate buildings in old Rochester.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was built in like 1953. And
so you genuinely are going around over there looking like you do today, but not as comfortable in your own skin yet.
Yes, with Kodak film in my film camera.
So cool.
So I have no idea. But that was just the formulation. That was a start. That was the basis for everything.
But there was something going on there that you said, well, it's not working here, but this act plays somewhere.
Yes. So I kind of had that intuition where it was like, you know what? Like you look at Instagram, right? You look at the colors. Look at the color palette of a lot of the stuff that you would have seen like in 2017 time frame.
Yeah. I love that you can see it. A lot of people can't even see it.
Yeah, those colors are California's natural colors.
Yes.
A lot of times I'm driving down the freeway and I'm thinking about like just whatever, and I see this light and it's in this cinematic like color tone, and I'm like, that's what they're trying to do.
Good vibes stream through your windshield sometime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If not all the time. They should all the time.
Good.
Like
I meant from an aesthetic place, though.
But yeah,
everything
so
looks like the California logo.
Yeah,
I wish you were here.
Yeah, it's like that weird orange color, and then like the sky color, the teal orange, and like the Hollywood color tones. You know, the contrast color wheel thing.
Mid-century Eamesy.
But it's like driving down the freeway, like the concrete color matches that, and the sky's blue, and it's like, look at that. At like 3 p.m. on a Friday, you're looking at that, and like this looks like I'm living in Hollywood, like I'm in a movie. So it's like, if you're gonna be in LA, if you're gonna be in Hollywood, California, whatever, it's like, shouldn't you at least try? I feel like you should at least try just a little bit. Everybody should try just a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you what to do, man. But
Taylor Hendrix says try.
Yeah.
Try or be damned.
Be groovy or leave. That's the one.
I've never heard that. That's great. All right, so it works for you now. You're comfortable. You booked yourself, so let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. But I find you fascinating as a person. So
Thank you.
sometimes I
find you fascinating.
I tend to pick.
Oh no, I find you fascinating. That's why we're here,
and
that's why this works. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to know?
How did you acquire this desk? Like did you have to get into a bidding war?
No.
You just took it?
No.
Okay. You
There's
just bought it.
There's some room in the middle, yeah.
I want that Price is Right set though.
Which one? The wheel?
I want the wheel.
Well, there's an actual Plinko chip right behind you. Yeah. You can take the. It's on that. There you go.
All right. Thank you.
That really is an authentic Plinko chip that I.
Man.
Yeah.
Now I touched it. Thank you. Thank you for pilfering it. Thank you for pilfering it.
Now you matched the old Price is Right set.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just aesthetically, that worked. The new one's all LEDs and neon. It's not. I mean, the same shapes and size. Everything's where it used to be, but it doesn't look and feel the same when you walk in there.
Yeah, it was like
all the fluorescents are jacked on.
Even when I was like a kid, like we were talking about MacGyver the other day at Good Vibes. Like I would watch like that and Price is Right, like on my own volition. I don't know why. Like those are my go-tos. Like
sick day kind of thing. Like you're home from school.
Like I would come home early and nobody be there, and like I'm making my little Salisbury steak microwave dinner. I'm watching MacGyver.
Yeah, I did that.
And then Price is Right. I'm like, this
100%.
is fun. It's like that's all I needed. It was cool. But yeah, I totally get it. I need that microphone though. I think it's like a Sony. It's like some like Sony microphone, but like everybody wants it, so it's like $500 for this old microphone.
You know who still uses it is what's his name? He punches photographers. Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah,
on the Match Game.
Gotcha.
He's got one. The old Gene Rayburn. So, do you really want to know what it is? I mean, I'll do it real quick because everyone else is probably sick of it. But the show gave it to a museum, and then we got it from the museum.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, it's obviously it's a lot more poetic than that.
Oh yeah. No, that's cool.
That's it.
Yeah, I like the chair. Like your getup.
If those chairs weren't authentic, they wouldn't be here. They're not. They're not necessarily good looking.
No, you gotta like it for a different reason. You gotta like it for the weird '80s aesthetic,
the cartoony
office
nature of it.
Yeah. It's like brown and blue speckled kind of chair.
Do you want to know the story? I just told this on the podcast today, but I'll tell it here because I don't think people do know this. The truth is, this stuff was all. Letterman was at NBC, and then whatever. The Tonight Show. Leno got the Tonight Show. Then Letterman ended up going to CBS. When Letterman left to go to CBS, NBC would not let them take anything. The top 10 list was supposed to stay. The stupid Petri, all that stuff was supposed to stay.
Yeah.
I got this directly from the production designer's mouth, Kathleen Anchors. She no longer is living. She said they had to steal the guest chairs, the desk, the Dave's chair, and the microphone, which was technically given to them by the audio department. They had to steal them. I don't know if they paid off a guy at the freight elevator or what, but they had to steal them to get them out of the building because they were property of NBC. The reason they did that was because they recovered them for the new show. Supposedly, they're the exact same chairs from Late Night, which were blue, navy blue, and then they made them brown on this, but supposedly the polka dot is like a little... Like, oh yeah, these are the blue chairs. I don't know that that's true, but that's what she told me, and she had no reason to lie to me.
Yeah, just run with it.
And that's a weird story to make up. Yeah, it's a weird story to make up. And then supposedly it's the same desk and chairs repurposed, was what they said. Now, I don't know about the desk. I think they probably measured everything and then created a different desk, I think. But the microphone and chair were for sure the same, too.
No, we're going to run with it. Yeah, we're going to run with it. It's better that way.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
The fact that they had this little cloak and dagger, like, well, screw you, and they had the party in the studio, and that's how they got everything out, and it's such a wild little story.
I mean, like when you're obsessed with that kind of thing, you make that your mission, and if that's your mission, then more power to you.
But it was the show that stole it.
Yeah,
yeah, it's so funny. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
It's all good.
What else? Anything?
I'm floored.
What else do you have? You have stuff that you want to tell us about,
right? Yes, there is one tasty tidbit drop here. Today is August something or other.
17th.
So 17th, August 17th. So we got about a month and like a week and a half until end of September. End of September coming up is the anniversary of my first real film project I ever did. The Magnus Walker Shark Attack 928 video is coming up.
Oh, I remember that. We played that on the show once.
Yeah, we did. We did play it on the show. So there's going to be a director's cut of that coming out with extra Super 8 film content that you haven't seen before. Nobody's seen this stuff. All raw. A lot of film.
I remember the locations being great. It was like Encounter at LAX, right?
Yes.
Wasn't there something there?
Yeah, so it started off, we were...
That famous restaurant.
Yeah, it started off at the Theme Building. That's the name of it, the Theme Building.
Oh, the Encounter was the name of the restaurant.
Oh, the
You're
Encounter
right.
Bar. Yeah,
But you're right.
It's
It's the Theme Building.
The building's name is
UFO-looking thing.
Yeah, the building's name is the Theme Building, and the restaurant and bar inside is the Encounter Bar. You're right.
Used to be, yeah.
Which people say may or may not have rotated. We don't know.
Didn't we talk about this?
I think so. So anyway, yeah, it started out
It is
there.
my opinion that the place never rotated, but there was a walkway inside that did rotate.
I have no idea. We
Supposedly.
couldn't get in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's long closed, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's a shame. It's such a cool building.
Yeah.
What I like is it, and we'll get to your thing in a minute. In any of the old footage of LAX, you can just see that it's barricade. It's hidden now by parking structures and terminals that are 2 floors and everything. In the old days, it was all 1 floor. You just drove around to the airport. You go, are you leaving or are you coming? It didn't matter, and you could see that from everywhere. So when you watch like the Shelby video or the Shelby movie, Ford versus Ferrari and stuff, all of that old footage of it shows it just there, and it's beautiful. I almost wish we could pick it up and move it someplace so you could see it. You got to go to that shithole in order to look at
it. My sentiments exactly,
like,
right?
There's nothing. It's nothing good there.
I mean, I feel like it should be like on some sort of historic registry, if not already, you know. But
I think it is. They have to preserve it when they do that new whatever the extension plan. Yeah. Supposedly they have to preserve it.
Now, if we got like a Chinook helicopter,
yes,
and enough steel wire,
yes,
we can put it right next to the Hollywood sign.
Oh, let's just move it.
Yeah.
Let's just pick it up and move it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're probably too old for SpongeBob, but
well, there's a pineapple under the seat.
Move it someplace else. We'll take the town and move it someplace else.
Now that sounds like a project. That's a very realistic video. Voice. Was that? Which guy were you?
I was just trying to be Patrick Star. We'll take the town and move it someplace
Hi,
else.
SpongeBob.
Hi, SpongeBob.
That guy's Dauber from Coach. I bet you're too young for Coach. I'm too old for SpongeBob.
I know he does other stuff.
Bill Faberbacher or whatever.
That's right.
Fabenbacher.
I remember seeing his face. I saw his face in a Nick magazine because I like that. Because what kid doesn't like that?
Double Dare.
And it was like, I'm looking at this guy, and he's like, my favorite fish is a grouper because people say I look like one. And I'm like, wow, okay. His head was like that long. I'm like, man, damn, man, all right.
All right, so the director's cut of Shark Attack is coming out.
Yes.
Sorry about the LAX thing.
Oh, no worries.
I love that building.
Oh, yeah. It was fun, though, because they let us do that, which was really nice. They were like,
oh, you didn't have to guerrilla that? It's directly in front of the police station. How'd you do that? We go by it in the game all the time. We drive past it in the video game all the time, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
So what? They just said no problem?
Oh, yeah, they were actually really cool. So, you know, we could play this off as a big secret. But no, we just drove in. They were like, hey, you filming something? Yeah, we can block traffic for you. Here you go. Take as much time as you need.
Are you serious? Did they know Magnus? Is that why?
No. We just showed up at like 1 a.m.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're like
think
out there at like
LAX
1
of all
a.m.
places, Homeland Security and all.
Oh, yeah. No, they were totally cool because it was just like the parking lot guys. And they didn't give a shit. Yeah,
they're probably happy to have some
They're
action.
like, hey, look at that car, man. I'm like, all right, yeah, let him in. All right, whatever.
No
and
kidding.
so I got one guy distracting the other guy.
Oh,
I got one guy helping me while I film.
Genius.
So then, you know, we did probably like 3 or 4 takes of that right there all in the same time.
That is not guerrilla filmmaking.
Yeah.
Run and gun.
No.
Well, good for you. So when do we expect this? The end of September?
I'm going to release it September 28th, so 9/28.
Oh,
yep.
Well, you buried the lead.
Yeah.
On 9/28.
Yeah. It was funny because we actually tried to release it on 9/28, and YouTube wouldn't let us do it. It kicked us to 9:30, so...
Oh, yeah, you can't do it. Yeah, that's right.
I was like, oh, man, if we could do that, that'd be funny.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, you could do 9:15, 9:30.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to do, but we'll see.
Oh, well. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know what else I might do for it. I might make like a commemorative poster or something.
Cool.
Maybe some kind of print, you know, just to mark it in my mind as like this is my start, you know.
Aren't you also doing other stuff in the name of buy my swag? Like, don't you have another endeavor? Or,
Oh yeah.
do you want to talk about that? Or
Oh,
no?
oh, sure. Oh, the clothing stuff?
I want to talk about anything
yeah.
you want to. You booked yourself, so
Oh,
I figured
yeah.
there's stuff you wanted to talk about too.
Stop reminding me that I'm here on my own volition. Please.
No, I just
You
meant-
came here on your own thing, and you're here, and you don't know what to talk about, man. All right. I see how this is.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you're picking up what I'm laying down.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't
may-
want to take control over something that you. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no.
Yeah. You've got the con.
Let me
as
make
much
this
as you want
perfectly
it.
clear. Let me make this perfectly clear. I had a venti frappuccino before I came here, so I'm well caffeinated.
Okay.
Oh no. So I don't know. I've just been so scatterbrained trying to do a million things, as you may have ascertained by now. But so I try and hold up my promises as best as possible, and try and keep my commitments. Obviously, it's when you're doing that all the time, it wears on people a little bit. But if they can deal with you, it's all cool. So yeah, probably new shirt for the 928 one. I've been thinking about that. So new 928.
Do people know that
shirt.
you have a clothing line, and what's it called? Where do they find it?
Oh, it's Series 1 clothing. So
Series 1 clothing.
Series 1. Yep. So
number one.
if you think about the number one.
Is it a website?
Yes, series1clothing.com.
Beautiful.
For all of your non-GVC, GVBC, Porsche automotive
There's
clothing.
plenty of
needs.
sources for stuff.
Yeah, you can get stuff there. You can get food. No, you can't buy food items there.
But
You can
are
buy
these
other
things that you have designed that are then
Yes.
up and for sale?
Yes.
These are printed tees, there's hats,
Yes.
things like that?
A little bit, yeah. So my goal was to release 52 different T-shirts, one a week, which I may or may not have fallen short of that goal.
That's a
but
lot.
for a while, I was on track. I was cranking out about one or two a week, which was fun. So I taught myself graphic design, taught myself Photoshop, Illustrator, used different elements that I find online, and just kind of interpolate them, change them a little bit, not just straight plagiarize. Obviously, you can't do that. But some people are more scrupulous than others.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, and we can all see it too, can't we? I don't know who they think they're kidding.
It's all good. Yeah. But yeah, so it's been fun designing on my own, and it was going back. I know I'm jumping around here, but
That's okay.
Going back to like when we first had our first episode. Yeah, so that helped me pay rent. Yeah, I actually sold enough T-shirts to help me pay rent and get me through that hard time.
Good.
So I launched it, and within 2 weeks, I had enough money to pay rent and my
Holy
car.
crap.
So I was like, all right, there we go.
That's amazing.
Yep. So I'm very, very thankful for everyone who's placed an order on that.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's a little story that people may not have known. So, yep.
People don't know. It's amazing what people don't know. We
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that all the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's been fun. It's not something I'm concentrating on too much right now. I'm trying to build the back end of the filming business, like all the legal stuff and planning, execution, all the other stuff, while also doing a full-time job and managing brands. So, it's
I don't know how you do all that.
I have no idea. All I know is I have to keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. Yeah. So got to keep going. So we actually have blankets. We have a Pasha blanket that I made. I was like, hey, that'd be fun. So made a Pasha blanket, made a Pasha beach towel, made a Pasha duffel bag, which I call my track bag. It's kind of funny. So, nice little duffel bag.
Yeah.
It's all made in Chatsworth, so it's not.
Oh, wow.
It's not like some coming from China or some other who knows where. It's like it'll get to you in like a week or so.
Yeah.
So you pretty much order it from the site. Chatsworth makes it and ships it to you. So
That's amazing.
there we go. Yeah. So it's been pretty fun.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Series 1 clothing.
Series 1 clothing. Yep.
And then your Series 1 films.
Correct. Yes.
So where does the Series 1 come from?
Series 1 popped into my head one day when I was at the kitchen table at my little place in Hermosa Beach, and I was designing a leather jacket. I was drawing on a leather jacket with an acrylic marker. So I went down to a little thrift store over there. I bought this 70s leather jacket for like $14 or whatever, and just started going nuts with it. And I drew out a boxer engine, like the pistons and the crank opposing each other, and then I put little flames around it, and I just started going crazy with the design on there. And I'm like, you know what? This is fun. And around the same time, I just picked up Magnus's book. I just met him for the first time. I was heavy on the inspiration there.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's see what this is about. Like, I've always kind of had an affinity for clothing and style and that kind of thing. Don't know really where it came from. Probably from my grandmother, who was like kind of fancy like that. She wasn't fancy, but she wanted to be fancy,
Did she
It's
make
like-
her own clothes and stuff?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so, but yeah, it's, style.
Sorry.
Stylist. Yeah, whatever. So I picked that up and I was like, you know what, that'd be fun. I want to do something with that. So it didn't know where it was going with that, but now it's like a tangible outlet kind of for creativity on different things. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Well, you're going to turn it into a business too, right?
well, it is a business.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, kind of is a business.
Awesome.
Like one of the side business kind of things.
So how do people? How is it a bit? Can people contact you to commission you to do films for them, or how does it work? How is it?
Oh, for
how
the
can
film?
pe- Yeah.
Oh, for the filming business? Oh, yeah. So filming business is a little bit different than what most people are doing. I think I'm combining a lot of marketing with it too. So I'm combining like cinematic video with a lot of marketing strategies and that kind of thing. So
Wow.
right now I'm working with West Coast E-Type, those guys. So they're up in Newbury Park, not too far. And I've been kind of just run the show for them. And they weren't happy with what they were getting before, right? So
What, are we talking about social media managing? Or are
yeah,
we
like
talking
social media management, marketing, all that different kind of things. Like organize car meet for them. We did just like flyers and stuff
about marketing
online.
PR, basically?
Yeah, a little bit. Just kind of helping them out to I'm not really sure what you would call it. Just flesh out something that's not there yet. Kind of grow on.
Incubate.
Yeah, incubate. That's a good word. Is to incubate and expand the knowledge about them. So not a lot of people come in the shop. Not a lot of people know about them. So how are we going to fix that? We're going to make a cinematic video for you and turn that into an ad, which you can use to get in front of your ideal person.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. And after a little bit, we got over 500,000 views on an ad, which is
That's
pretty wild.
amazing.
And
That's huge.
it went what I'm going to call boomer viral.
Oh yeah, that's hard to do too.
It went boomer viral, and I don't know why, but the boomers.
It's hard to
yeah.
get the boomers to watch the internet, you know?
Yes,
Right.
I got the boomers to watch the internet. I stole the time.
You did.
I stole their time. That's what my wife said. She's like, "You stole their time. That's what you did." And I'm like, "Wow, that's really weird."
It's true.
I stole their time.
It's true. Well, they didn't sign up for it. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
didn't go there. You took it.
Yeah, so it was really weird because the boomers started like commenting and the comments were just going duh, 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 and like after a couple of weeks there was like hundreds of comments and I'm moderating them and going through them and they're fighting each other and the next thing I know there's like a pissing contest for I did 167 miles on PCH back in 1973 in one of those and like that kind of thing. I'm like,
Wow.
here we go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
There you are. You're hitting your mark.
So yeah. So it's been fun and very successful. We had
That's wonderful.
we had Cars and Crumpets, which is like cars and coffee, but we actually had crumpets. And to my minuscule American knowledge, crumpet means something completely different.
In my mind, it was a
And the-
cookie of some sort. What is it?
It's like a biscuit. It's like an
That's what I thought,
it's like an
biscuit of some
English
sort.
muffin, but it's like grilled or toasted. I can't
Oh.
remember. It's like
Okay.
it's like an English muffin, but like spongier. It's not like crumbly. It's like spongy. Yeah. So you butter and jam. Butter and jam.
Beautiful.
So we had the whole family of the West Coast E-Type people making the crumpets. So we had all the kids working, making the crumpets, and then all the old guys were coming in and getting the crumpets and then going out and looking around. So we had a bunch of E-Types showed up. So had all different kinds of cars.
Awesome.
Yep.
How are we with things that you wanted to talk about today? Have we gotten to them?
Are we short on time?
Well, no, but it's time. It's time to start wrapping up.
All right.
But we don't have to if you've got. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, all right.
See,
Well,
you answered my question with a question.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
curious how we are with your agenda, being that you booked yourself here today.
Lest we forget. Lest we forget.
No, what I mean is I don't have a blue card for you today like I normally would.
over
Oh,
there.
well, no, thank you for being a guest here today. By all means, check out some American bubbles.
All
There
right.
you go. Thank you very much. Yeah,
That's what I needed in the morning.
Oh, isn't that a lovely? Well, they do sell, don't they? So there you go.
I think we covered just about everything, Jay.
Oh, I forgot the button on that. Here it is. You'll probably be at Breakfast Club. You won't be. You'll be at Breakfast
will.
Club? Okay. You've been shooting wonderful videos for Breakfast Club. We never played the one before. Do you
Thank
want me
you.
to play the one?
Absolutely. Play it.
Roll it, Hal. Yeah. All right. That's good stuff. I brought the Instagram audience over here, Taylor Hendrix,
Thank you.
to see if there's only a few people left. Does anybody here have any questions for Taylor? I don't know of how many. Oh, no, there's somebody else here. Now what's happening? How does this number go up, but then I don't see them join here? Do you know how Instagram works? Like, is that part of the business that you're good at?
A little bit.
I'm not good at it at all.
What do you need help with?
Well, I wouldn't know.
All this.
How would I know?
That's just it. You don't know what you don't
How
know.
the hell would I know?
You don't know what you don't know, and that's the worst part.
There it is.
Yep.
All right. Well,
What are you trying to do?
Well, no, nothing here.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll talk.
There
We'll
it
talk later.
There's the Instagram on it. Look at this all the way back here. Oh, there's the Stiglit over there. We'll do a whole tour. Did we cover everything that you wanted to cover?
Pretty much, yeah.
Be a Breakfast Club. Your videos
We'll be at
are
Breakfast
amazing.
Club. If anybody wants to do some car chase scenes at Breakfast Club, hit me up. I'll be wearing something probably similar to this. You know me, the weirdo with the mustache. He's there every week.
But should they find you on Instagram? Maybe send you a message and
absolutely.
say, "Hey, I'll be up there too. You want to do some
Absolutely.
rolling shots?"
Absolutely. If you want rollers, analog_speed is your guy for that.
Love it. That'll be fun. Look
Yeah.
at you paying it forward.
Thank you much.
That's
Yeah.
that gives you experience, right?
A little bit. It's mostly just fun right now at this point. The people who I am like pitching to are not the people who are really at Breakfast Club so
No,
much.
but I'm
maybe
thinking-
a couple.
I'm
but
thinking they
later
probably
on.
really appreciate it, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
that the folks that you are doing this with are really getting something special.
I hope so. I really hope so, because I put a lot of thought and effort to craft this kind of thing, and the equipment that I'm using is stuff that a lot of people don't have. Not to say, oh, I got this and nobody has it, but it's just like kind of fresher equipment that like would be reserved for larger crews.
Yeah,
like a couple
bigger
years
shoots.
ago.
Right.
Like a couple years ago, like you wouldn't think about doing this like this. You would use something completely different and have like a way more complicated process to do it.
Right.
So I have like the miniature version of it where I can do 90% of everything the big guys are doing, balling on a budget, having fun along the way. And yeah, pretty much that.
Well, I think you're great. What do you think of that?
I think you're great.
Every time I'm with you, I think I like you more, but yet each time I go, wow, I understand him less and less each time.
Less and less?
Yeah. Because
Am I
you
too
are
too esoteric?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not even a bad thing. It's somehow you are very expansive, and whenever you think you've got it, you don't. And that's a great thing. Honestly, that's a great thing.
I don't understand. I don't understand that last sentence, but all right.
Really?
Wait, say it again.
Oh, I don't remember what I said.
Oh, okay. You think you got it, but you don't?
Yeah, about you.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
don't
No,
know
it's
what
really
that
good. I think it's good because you keep people guessing. You're always, ogres have layers, onions have layers. You know, it's you're kind of always peeling back, and whenever you kind of think you're there, oh, I got to the solid, juicy center. Like, oh, there's a whole nother. You got to pull that back, and then it's in there.
Well, if I can speak with all honesty, I think at the core of every man or woman is just a timid, trembling child who needs to be hugged. That's at the core. Every single person.
It's sometimes it's right on the outside.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah. Sometimes they're sticky and you don't want to touch them.
Well, that's not me. No.
No one in this room.
Don't touch me.
No one in this room. Yeah. Don't touch me, bro.
Oh, man. Mid-engine punk rock, K-Join.
Hey, that sounds fun. Mid-engine punk rock, that sounds fun.
You guys are awesome. Thanks to everybody. Yui on you. Yui on you. Yui on you. EUIYEONYOO. You heard me. Yui on you. Hi, Jay. I'm busy. Wait, second time. There you go. People don't know what I'm talking about? It's right there.
Did you just hear the weird like sound? You said you were trying to say you on you, and I just yeah.
I did. I was going to let it go.
All right. Well, I did it again for you, so there's that.
Do you want me to acknowledge it this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I heard you. I heard you that time.
Thank you for validating my weirdness, Jay.
All right.
Oh, it's such a pleasure being here.
Do you mean it, or are you being facetious?
I
can't tell.
I really do mean it.
This is where you're surprising. I don't know. I can't tell. I think you're swell. We know this already. I'm sorry your dad didn't. Your dad was supposed to be here.
Yes, he was. He was supposed to be here and tell the story of the 73 RS.
Yeah, but
because I mistold it last time. And I wanted
did.
him to be here to tell the damn story of the 73 RS. But he's like, I'm tired. I just flew in from the East Coast. My arms are tired. All right.
Stiglit! Did you hear that? Just flew in. My arms are tired. Told him the other day that was an old joke.
I
Now
guess
he
I'm
got-
old.
Now you got to see somebody do it.
I guess I'm old now.
He came back from vacation. He's like, yeah, last night I drove all the way back here. And I said, boy, are your arms tired? He looked at me funny. I was like, I know, it's an old joke. And he's like, but I wasn't flying. Like, the whole thing didn't make sense.
What was funny was when Jay said that, I'm like, okay, good to know. You know, probably no one's ever going to say that again. But keep it in my head. And then there you go. It happens. It happens.
But see, when you pull it out, you're going to get to confuse somebody else, and that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and because he's a kid, right? You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
So they'll be like, where did you learn that?
Yeah. Okay, Grandpa.
All right, Taylor Hendrix,
Thank
you're
you much.
swell.
You're swell.
How do people follow you?
Analog_speed for the main profile, Series 1 films for the film profile, Series 1 clothing for the clothing profile.
Awesome.
Beyond that, I do not exist.
Are you on anything else? Are you on the Twitter or?
No,
I'm not on that.
YouTube.
I think I have it, but I'm not.
Yeah, YouTube, analog speed under YouTube, but everything just kind of gets pushed there at the end, you know.
Is it just a space where things live afterwards? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor Hendrix and Dad. No dad. Thank yous and follows. We got that. Follow the Stiglit at the Stiglit, STIGLETTE. New Life of Old Nicole. Porsche Life 111. Mm-hmm. Thursday, we're back with Fireball Tim. Got a new coloring book coming out, and the Magnus Cars and Coffee up at the Peterson is coming up in 2 weeks. 2 Sundays. Not this Sunday, the following Sunday. 29th, I believe.
29th? All right.
We'll be there and highly recommend to anybody else who wants to get a coloring book. Come see Magnus. And sometimes there are shoe giveaways. I'm not saying there will be one, but I think sometimes there are.
Now, do you think you'll bring the new Ferrari?
Oh, I just saw that today. You got a GT4. How cool is that?
I like the color.
I do too. Blue over a camel is like classic British, classic Italian, classic German. It doesn't matter. It works.
Oh, yeah. But I think I like his caption on the story a little bit more.
Which was?
It just said, yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Added a new one to the stable. And it's a horse to the stable, finally.
That's true.
I mean, a Porsche.
Although
has a
Porsches
horse,
horses too, aren't they? Yeah, they have them too. Respect the crap.
Stud Garden.
Stud Garden?
Stud Garden.
Stud Garden. Oh, very nice. All right, so that's what's going on. We love everybody. Love you. Love you, Stiglit. We love you, Taylor. We love all of you at home. Please love one another. It's crazy out there, by the way, between COVID, between politics, between people who are convinced that they're right and you're wrong. I don't know what's going on. But anybody who comes up to me or says, hey, unfollow me if you voted for so-and-so, like, I don't know what's going on, but you got it all wrong. We're all in this together. We got to team up, not separate. I'm telling you. Love you. Love you. Please love one another. Love you guys. Sorry for the soapbox. Good stuff, everybody. and what are you going to do, by the way, with that wide shot? You're going to make it into a fancy...
So I'm going to put some CRT television kind of textures on there.
Old school TV looking.
Yeah, we're going to try and make it look like old school TV interview. Single cam kind of.
Look at that. I'll throw it. The National Association of Broadcasters Television Code.
There we
Seal
go.
of Good Practice.
Yep, we're going to put the seal of good practice up, the seal of good vibes, the color
need a new one,
bars.
yeah.
Color bars, some frames, some whatever.
All right, everybody. We'll see you soon. See you Thursday. Thank you, guys. Oh,
I think this was this way.